Here we are. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Stream day. Infrastructure, by the way. Check out the infrastructure. Look at them trees. Love. Oh, I love those trees. I love those trees. I just wanna hug them. I just wanna hug them. Ah, look at this. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, this makes me so happy. This just looks like such a nice area. Like you just want to like plop a house right here and this is your view, right? Isn't this beautiful? Anyway, we got to find Jev. Jev. Where's my Jev? Where's Jev? Jev is not on the locator bar. Where's Jev, guys? Where's Jev? Where's Jev? Jev? Did we lose Jev? Where is he? Is my elytra gonna break? No, my elytra's strong and hardy. Okay, we lost Jev, guys. We lost Jev. He's at this anchor shop. He's at the shops. Oh, okay, good. So this is a stream day. So there he is. Dun 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 dun. Jev. Hello,
Hi,
Jev.
how you doing?
It's Sheepman.
It is in fact Sheepman, but you know what? You're about to become Sheepman too.
I'm gonna become Sheepman.
Oh yeah, there's the stream sheephead.
Like that. I like that.
Like that. Okay, so a couple things. First off, here's the mementos bag. So whenever you decide what you're gonna do for today, you just put a little knick-knack in there, something for you to let the people know. Okay, and then finally, there's the stream journal. Be sure to read that last page when you get a chance. Okay.
This is a lot. That you know, you had me at the hat. I was happy with the hat, and then the knick-knack bag. Okay, and you had then reading.
Listen,
Jev, you expect me to read?
Two sentences. That's all I need from you.
Two sentences? Are you kidding me?
2 sentences. Make sure to read the last page, though. It's important, okay?
Oh, boy. Okay. How long does this go for?
Just keep clicking.
Oh, my God. It's 20 pages. The sheep head is just a prank and is not required to be worn on.
I was just joking with you. I got you. Yeah,
you did get me. But I like the vibe.
You can keep it. It's all yours, man.
Yeah, I like the vibe here. This is good.
Awesome. So I am done, and if you are ready, I will send them over to you.
So this, whoops.
Whoa.
So yeah, we put something from today's episode in this, or stream, in this bag.
Yeah. So for the majority of my stream, I went to Bastions to find some netherite. Okay. And so I put an ingot in there. So just whatever, you know, if you're working on a tree or something, just put some leaves in there. So it doesn't matter.
All right. That sounds good, Jev. Hopefully you had a good stream.
It was great. Yeah. So I hope you have a good one as well. And I will say goodbye to them and then send the raid over to you immediately. So.
Now, did you like the infrastructure?
The infrastructure?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's okay, Jev. It's okay.
Are you talking about this area down here? This is all beautiful. Like,
thank you.
I was like, what are you talking about? Like, let's
say it with me now, Jev. Say it with me.
Listen. Let's make something really clear here really fast. No matter what you build, it's always beautiful.
Thank you, Jev.
Just assume that. So.
All right, Jev. Say it with me now. On the count of 3, we're going to say infrastructure together, but slowly. 1, 2, 3. Infrastructure. And then there's like particles and delightful things coming up around us.
You somehow make the trees just look incredible, and it's like pink. And I don't know how you pull it off.
I thought you were like, and I hate pink, but somehow you pulled it off.
But
well, no, I found Jev.
They really do look great. Like
I have found that the audience just not. You could tear down an oak tree and nobody blinks an eye. You tear down a pink tree, people are like, it's a nice tree. I don't know why you had to take it down. And I'm taking down pink trees at my base, so I'm like, okay, well, I have to replace pink trees that are taken down. So I built these. Okay,
that makes sense. Yeah, that's funny.
All right, Jev.
Really upset over the weirdest things. I'll say that, but you know, there's some weird ones. But anyways, I will send them to you now. So have a good stream, okay?
Thanks, Jev. See you later, Jev.
See you later, buddy. Yep.
All right. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Watch this. We're going to go over here real quick. Go over this. We're going to go in cheaty cam for a second. Watch this. It looks like peak lines.
It's a bad pain day, so this stream is perfect for improving my mood.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
With my cane.
I just keep scaring the cats with the cane. I hope your back feels better. I'm sorry to hear that. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Zip. Sorry. I can't. I could do that for like 20 minutes straight. It's so fun. It's so fun. I enjoy it. We do need to get rid of this because it is causing a bit of lag. It's a shame that these are entities. I wish they weren't entities, that you could see them from, super far distance times. But because originally I thought they were non-entities. They were like solid blocks. I don't know why I thought that, but I did think that. There was a moment. There was a time. A time of our lives. I think that's a soap opera. Is that a soap opera? My grandma used to watch soap operas. You went over to her house, and usually one of those was playing. One of those were playing. Oh, it's Days of Our Life. Oh, okay. And then there was like General Hospital, wasn't there? No, what happened on a soap opera? Like, what is that? It's just, and how do they make so many episodes? And how does it run for so long? I mean, it's like a miracle if we get, a Game of Thrones, or not Game of Thrones, but like a House of Dragon, or, God forbid, a new season of Mandalorian.
I hope her doing great today. Don't want to be cheesy, but her huge inspo for me.
Astro, thank you for that. I appreciate that. And yeah, thank you for the support. I appreciate that nice comment very, very much. Shoestring budgets and they shoot daily. Interesting. I don't know much about soap operas. There's always the videos on YouTube, like the essays, like the true story of Cat Dog and Nickelodeon. There's never a true story of how these soap operas are made. I'm not very interested in this. Anyway, we got stuff to do today, guys. We got stuff, important stuff. Before we get to the work, I wanted to do a quick little tour of infrastructure. So if you haven't seen the episode yet, please do. It's a good one. So we've got this area all complete. So this is the main drag going right through the city. Our spawn point is now located right here. So spawn point for Hermitcraft is right here, looking super fancy. And then if you head down here, this will be for our future bank, which is gonna be really fun. And then on this section over here, you'll notice that this area is made of moss. There's two reasons for that. One, originally, the whole shopping district was going to be moss. Hence why I have so much moss. But I decided not to. For a couple reasons. But this area right here, I'm hoping that Hermits will kind of take an opportunity to create something a little different in this spot. And that is inspired by like the Lego modular city sets. Those cool sets? They're kind of expensive, but they're really, really cool. I want to have those blanketing this area. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. That's fine. But it's just a hope. It's a love of mine, is those Lego sets. I love them so much, and I own 0. But I love them. I like looking at pictures. I like what people do on like Instagram, where they take them and then make them into something like a little different. They put their own touch on it, which is always cool. So that's kind of the vibe. Attached shops looking like the Lego module sets. Now come with me to G Street. G Street here, Hermits can come up to this wall and build like a facade attached to the wall, and then build into the mountain to create their dreams of what they want in their shops. Now, if you just want to do some pop-ups, you can put some pop-ups along this green section right here. And then if we fly on over here to this trail, it's kind of a fun little trail. You could probably put a nice little size shop right here. And as we go up the trail, of course, we get to see flowers. I did use flowers. I hope you're proud of me. I don't like unauthorized flowers. So all these flowers were put down with intentionality rather than just spam flowers. So got those in, got these trees, loving these trees. Oh my God, love them. Anyway, so this trail up here leads to lots of good opportunities. Like this is a great spot for a shop right here. And then this just continues up. So I think it'll look kind of cool when the Hermits have, say, you know, some like pop-ups down here, facades. Then you have some shops up on this hill over here. I might continue this trail right here. I might continue it along this flank. So that encourages people to build along this section, which just gives the shopping district a little bit more height and gives it a little bit more depth. Like height and depth is kind of what I'm like trying to achieve. So I think that'll be cool. And of course we have our tunnel. We got some fun like graffiti in here. I think this looks cool. I think this looks really cool. I'm really happy with this.
Underscore the
this
underscore
cool.
silly underscore bean 0715 hey Scar.
Hello there.
I bought the pins on pre-order the last possible day and I'm excited to get.
Oh, I'm excited for people to get them. We are on track for delivery, which is really good. You guys got a lot of pins, and there was some like talk of having to like delay or push back because of like the number sold, but Coco and me pushed back, and we're on track. We're on track. We never give up. We never surrender.
500, dude. I gave all my Legos to an ex who didn't deserve it.
Oh.
With me, Scar.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's sad. Dang. But yeah, it's so all of the pins are on schedule, which is really, really cool. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for the support on that. I cannot wait for you guys to get your pin. Can't wait for you to get your pin. It's really cool. All right, so we got our trees over here. So we're just doing a quick recap. And this area is kind of like free for all. Like I want Hermits to build whatever they want, size, scale, whatever. This is this area here is called Rolling Diamond Hills. So I think this is a nice spot. I do want to do some street signs, kind of designate where you're going. I think this looks really cool. One of my favorite spots of this, because everything has an intention behind it. So as the path kind of rolls this way, I think this pink tree is positioned perfectly to frame Wells' base. Like, I love, this is such a great view. Like, look at how cool that view is. I'm a master of sightlines. I'm going to give that credit to myself. I'm going to give credit to myself for this. Master of sightlines Scar here. Even have the, you have like close up, medium, and then far off. If I just add a little fog to this, it's cool. Okay, flying over here. This is nice too. I really like this. Look at this. So we got a little arch here, right? This is supposed to be kind of like a mountain road. You know, you're kind of white knuckling it while you're driving down the mountain road. You look over it, you see Zed's base down there, and you got a little nice pink tree over there. You got a natural arch bridge. And then of course, this leads eventually off to Etho and B-Dub's land. And we'll continue that pathway along. So it'll be cool. It'll be really cool. I'm so happy with this. I'm so happy. I'm just pleased to have it done. This was a crazy amount of work, but I'm just glad to have it done. So very exciting, my friends. Let's finish some work that I didn't get done in the video. Why did you take 3 hits? Why take 3 hits? That scared me.
Freddy Frig 21 High Scar. Please don't forget you wanted to talk about Star Wars.
Star
Cheer
Wars.
1000.
Dear Wizard, thank you for the 5 gift descriptions. Much appreciated.
Strawberries High Scar. I've been having a horrendous week, so I just wanted to say you've been a huge comfort and distraction from the horrors and physical pain I've experienced.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully this stream will kind of help you or cheer you up a little bit. Why do I have so many helmets? Hold on, I'm trying to get rid of some stuff in my inventory. I guess we have to leave that in our inventory. Okay, so our plan is we are going to build light poles. And I marked these out last night. So this is kind of the general area where I want to put the light pole. Now, question, I'm going to do a simpler light pole throughout the shopping district than the more like detailed one that we have over here. But should I do the more detailed one on this road too, But as we progress away from there and we go up to like this road, I feel like maybe we go into the simpler light pole. I don't know why. I just feel like this road probably should have the more detailed one. Or maybe we just keep the more detailed light pole for this section because this is like a very decorative road. You know, you have the park benches, you have the trees. Now you guys keep saying yes, but I forgot if it's do the more detailed one or not do the more detailed one is the corresponding yes to.
I
didn't preface that very well.
The mountain leading away from the shopping district reminds me of the transition tunnels leading into Galaxy's Edge.
That's true. That is true. That's a good observation. It's a great observation. Okay. So, gosh, I don't even know how to even start this. I've got a bit of an organization problem, and I threw all these chests in here, and I don't know where the resources is for the lampposts. Okay, here's some, but this isn't going to be enough. Oh, no. Oh, no. I should have planned this out better. Oh, I should have planned this out better. Oh, what a disaster. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. We got this. We're going to make it. We're going to do well. Okay, so we need lamp pole materials. That is blackstone, deep slate, daylight sensor, and redstone flashy lighty thingy me bob. Scar, did you hear they're taking down Epcot? They're taking down the whole thing. Their whole thing. Big Bobby Iger gonna hit his golf club and knock the spaceship Earth away. Just go. And they're gonna take down the whole thing. Not the whole park, guys. Not the whole park. Okay. All right, we need some materials here. Let's grab our stuff. All right. That done, and then we're gonna need... I'm trying to remember the light pole design. I'm like... do you think I should be the next CEO of Disney? I have such a bad opinion on this. I really don't think... Okay, this is controversial. I'm probably talking out of my rump. I really don't think the CEO job is that hard. I think anybody could be a CEO. But can you be an animator? You know how long it would take to go to school and do all this stuff to learn how to animate? You know how long it would take to learn all that? And learn all these intricate things? But like Bobby G just sits up in his like office and makes bad, semi-okay, sometimes bad decisions. Recently kind of got on a bad streak again. He got on a bad streak again. We thought for a minute that we were like, okay, we got him. He's okay. And then it's like, oh, now he's out there getting crazy again with nonsense. It's like, oh, geez, this guy. This guy. Controversial, I know my opinion of that. I really don't think that job is all that hard. You got to make a lot of decisions, and that can be stressful. But anybody can make a decision. You just have to accept the stress. But can I just instantly become an animator? And oh my god, we only have 4 lamps. We're making only 4 lamps today, guys. Can I do that? No. For instance, say I was the CEO of a hospital and making bad decisions. I could do that. But could I do surgery? No, not at all. Not at all. See? We can make 4 lamps, guys. We can make 4 solid lamps right here. Look at that. We need to go back to the 2 boss thing, like I can't say the name. Walt and Roy and Eisner and Wells. Exactly. That is the magic sauce right there. There is something special about having kind of like a duo who runs a company that's kind of like a yin yang. You have like creative and you have business, because as much as we just want to focus on creative and just think of all the fun ideas, you still have to make it sustainable and functional to actually run it. Like you can't just pull money out of thin air. So like you have to have that side and you have to have the creative side. These two have to work perfectly together. And when you have this perfect balance, that's when greatness is created. That's when amazing things are created. That's the same thing with Pixar. You had Ed Catmull kind of running and managing that in the background. Even though was like a technical genius, he was also incredibly good at running the studio. And then you had the brain trust of Pixar creating all those incredible attractions. And, you know, Frank Wells at Eisner, They did such a good job together. And then tragically, Frank Wells died, and that just sent Eisner into a spiral of bad decisions. And he didn't have control, like, he didn't have that back and forth. And it was sad. You know, even when Walt died, you know, Roy did a good job of keeping the company running, but lacked that creative side that helped expand and create new things. It was very specific Imagineers who kept Imagineering running. Unfortunately, the studio didn't have that. And the studio struggled for quite a few years, especially until the 80s. And then, you know, they kind of had that Renaissance period. Or I'm trying to think of another good example of this. I know it's at the tip of my tongue. It's like right there. There's a specific thing I'm thinking of that is a... Oh, Apple. That's, you know, it's a great example is Apple. Tim Cook is a logistic, like, genius. Like, the man knows logistics completely, but lacks kind of like a overarching vision and creativity to like make new products. Like, fantastic at running the company, not great with the products. So like, that's why him and Jobs actually worked well, because they created a lot of products together. But without that vision and creative, you could see how like Apple hasn't really innovated in a very, very long time. So you need that. You need that person who can understand. Why does it? Why when Hermits come does it freak me out so bad?
/ president of Disney instead of Bob Iger.
I like Pearl. Pearl, you're not scary. You're not scary. That's very nice of Pearl. Now we can make 19 light poles, guys. We can make 19. I just want to let you know, Pearl, you're delightful. You also look like you just caught on fire recently. Okay. All right. So we're making progress here. So let's see. Let's check our box. Oh God, guys, where did we put our box? Oh, there it is. You know, maybe let's put this in a more convenient spot. Okay. So speaking of kind of like creative and a business working together to make something great. Rumors are, my friends. Rumors are that the old Kathleen Kennedy's on the way out, and Filoni and a person I'm not familiar with is taking over Lucasfilm. Which those rumors have been there probably for 5 years, so I will not count my chickens until they roost. But we'll see, because Star Wars like needs a little bit of a shake-up. Needs a little shake-up. Needs a little bit of a shake-up. Needs a little shake-up.
I sorted everyone's storage areas on the Season 10 World download, and now anytime I see your chests or shulker boxes on stream,
You have an urge to organize them all. Thank you for the tip. Much appreciated. Yeah, it is a bit of a mess. It is horrifically a mess, I know. Did I enjoy Andor? I did enjoy Andor. I like season 1, yeah, it was good. The beginning of season 2 was okay, but man, that last half, some of my favorite Star Wars ever. Absolutely loved it. Okay, man, we need so many materials that I didn't realize I needed. I didn't realize I needed so many things. Minecraft has become, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but it's become, there's a lot of steps. There's a lot of things to keep track of these days. There's so many new blocks and this and that sometimes you're like, oh shoot, I need this and I need that. Oh my God, I need this and that.
I worked a tour shift during the Disneyland handcrafted premiere at the studio. Walt's office was open for people to walk through.
Oh, that's cool. Let's see. Walt's office was open for people to walk through. A highlight was Bob Gurr. Let's go. Bob Gurr was coming through and telling stories about the different things in off. Oh my. Oh. That would be amazing. Oh my gosh. That guy was probably all animated. He was probably doing some hand gestures. Oh, Bob. Oh, that would be so cool.
Except what would you do if you were CEO/president of Disney instead of Bob Iger?
Hollow Animations, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subscriptions. Man, I'll get to your question, but to know somebody who was there, you know, back in the days of like going to that office and talking to Walt and stuff. Bob Gurmas had so many cool stories. If I was the CEO, well, I mean, the first thing is we'll throw away that OpenAI contract and sue OpenAI for copyright infringement. So that's our first task. That's a new task. That wasn't my first idea back in the day, but I got quite a few ideas actually. Got quite a few ideas. I just need to remember them because I thought about this the other day. I mean, you got to do a couple things. You got to be nice, right? You got to be nice. We're going to be very nice to the cast members. They're all getting a raise. Boom. Getting a raise. Bam. All getting a raise. Everybody's getting a raise. It's like Oprah giving away cars. They're getting a raise. I need somewhere to sleep that's not full of mobs. This is a very convenient bed, by the way, so you can just like fly down here because you can't sleep in the shopping district because my beds are always surrounded by mobs, and I don't have a bed in my base anymore. I don't have a bed in my base. So those are the easy things. We're gonna treat cast members well, and we're going to get rid of that horrendous contract. And hold on, there's some mobs out there I don't want to deal with. I'm like blank in the head. I had a couple good ideas, and then now I'm completely blank. One of the ideas is that you need you need to reset the company. The company needs a reset. So what I mean by a reset is the company needs to focus on creating like good original content, because there is only so long you can make Zootopia 3, 4, 5, and 6 that will be sustainable for the long run of the company. The company needs to make new Zootopias, new Moanas, new Frozens. They need to make that. So it needs to be an emphasis on like building up like a creative trust like the old days that Pixar had. And Pixar needs to do the same and like really work on fostering new creativity.
Also love the shopping district paths and infrastructure.
So that's a big one. That's one of the biggest things I would want to do, is to foster creativity within the company. The company needs to breed new and innovative like thinking, and to try to get away from this mentality that you can't renovate Tomorrowland because you will not see what you think is immediate ROI on your investment.
Fang thoughts to opening a Disney park in the middle of the USA to act as a pit stop going from one end to the other.
Opening a pit stop. I don't know. I don't think we'll ever see a second destination within the United States. I think we'll just continue to see more expansion outside of the United States. Is there another block I'm missing? Is there another block? So it's Blackstone, Deep Slate Tile, and Smoothie Deep Slate. Okay, nice. Pearl in the chat. How many how many lamps are you wanting to make, Scar? I don't know what I was trying to say. Let me check. How many did you give me? Pearl, could I have 12 more? If I don't use them, I'll give them back. Love just yelling off into the distance. So that's a big one, is trying to re-energize like creativity in the company, because like you can't rely on those sequels forever. We can't do a Toy Story 6. We can't. Just can't stand for it. I don't stand for a lot, but that's one I can't stand for. So that's a big one, is just trying to like find that creativity in the company again and pick a direction and go. Like and go. For the parks, like I said, for Tomorrowland, you can't have this executive mentality that you can't renovate Tomorrowland because you won't see, in their eye, an immediate ROI on the investment to renovate Tomorrowland. That's what happened during the Chapek era, that Imagineers brought ideas to him to renovate Tomorrowland, and they threw them out every time because he didn't see it as like an immediate ROI on that investment. And that is such a bad way of thinking, because Tomorrowland is a dump. and it's got good rides, but it's a dump and it needs to be renovated. It needs to be brought back up to standards. And if you market something in a good way, like renovating Walt's original Tomorrowland, like there's no way if you went on like this great campaign throughout LA about like this, like a retro futuristic Tomorrowland renovation, that people wouldn't be excited about going to this brand new Tomorrowland at Disney. There's no way that that's not an exciting thing for people, especially if you market it in a good way. And especially you design Tomorrowland in a way that creates a timeless feel rather than it becoming a yesterland within 10 years. You created an ultra retro futuristic design, that land will be timeless forever. Think of like Fallout, like that kind of like retro futuristic design. You do that in Tomorrowland, that land will never need to be renovated. Does Fantasyland need to be ever renovated? Not really. Fantasyland's fantastic. It's timeless now since the Tony Baxter renovation. So in the 80s. So think about that. He renovated that in like 85 or something. Still going strong today. Futuristic, retro design that's both futuristic, timeless, a smidge of whimsy. Boom. Nailed it. That land never needs to get renovated. If they go ultra futuristic, it'll be outdated in 10 years. It has happened since the park's inception. That's why you need to create that like timeless thing. It has to happen. Yeah, exactly. Frontierland, New Orleans Square, Adventureland. Yeah, you could like add something new here or there. Well, you don't need to go tear down New Orleans. So okay, I think we've got enough. Yeah, let's start building some light poles. And I've always had this vision for a future, like a future retroristic, is that a word? Is retroristic a word? I didn't get scared this time, Pearl. I didn't get scared. You must have a real big supply of food, Pearl, if you're using that spear everywhere. Guys, I had to raid Mumbo's wheat field to eat last night. I had to raid his farm. Wait, did I not? Oh yeah, I need to make one more thing. But yeah, I know a lot of the stuff I say, like, you know, there is like an acknowledged unrealistic bent to it. Because like, I'm not in that chair. I don't have to see you do the certain things that they have to know or do. But what I can say from a creative standpoint, how you fix Tomorrowland and how you market it is to do something really cool that makes people be like, whoa, did you see what Disney did with Tomorrowland? They made this like really cool future retroistic thing. Kind of has like a little bit of like a Fallout vibe. Oh my God, really? That sounds so cool. We should go to the park. That's how you make a cool land. So that would be a big thing, would be for Disneyland for its renovations. First order of business is the Tomorrowland renovation. We fix Tomorrowland up. We bring it back to its former glory, because you cannot say that Tomorrowland is thriving right now. It's a sad land. So that's one. Boom, done. That's one thing I'd order my Imagineers to complete immediately. Second thing, boom. We do a proper backstage tunnel for overflow areas. So you looked at Main Street to the right and left side. There's a backstage corridor on the back of the sides. In Paris, Disneyland Paris, they made these arcades that go along there, and they're highly detailed and highly decorative. Really, really cool, really creative. And what that does is when people don't want to stop for the parade and don't want to stop for fireworks, they can use those bypasses to avoid that crunch.
I love Pandora at Animal Kingdom, but I'm concerned by the idea of it being put into California Adventure.
Oh, that's it. We'll talk about that. That's a good one. I'll bring that up. So you build out those areas, those two tunnels on the sides. Right now there is one, but it's like really creatively sad. It's like, I don't even know. Like it's just creatively sad. Hi, Pearl. Pork chops. I have food. Thank you, Pearl. See, you can tell Pearl's got a massive supply of food. Look at that. Look at all that zipping. Yeah, I think this light pole. I think that light pole looks pretty solid. Does that look like a good light pole, guys? I think it's got like a nice little transition up. It's simple because, you know, you'll have the more detailed light poles in this area, but I feel like having a little bit of a simpler light pole as you go away from the shopping district is cool. I think it's really simple and it fits. Whereas this one's a little bit more detailed. You have the hoppers and the whatchamacallits and stuff. Unauthorized flowers. You know what? I don't hate them, actually. You know what? I actually kind of like those. These are unauthorized flowers. But I don't hate them. Somebody actually came through here and put yellow flowers in here, which look horrendous. Just horrendous. If I even know who that was, I would say bad. But this I actually like. And I'm gonna leave there. I don't have those flowers. I don't have a sniffer. I don't know where you get a sniffer. I think you gotta, like, I don't know, play in the sand or something for him. But anyway, what else would I do? So those arcades along the sides, I would make them look cool. So if we go back in the old time machine of Scar's Head, when California Adventure was going through its massive renovation, there was a proposal to make really highly detailed back tunnels to do, to make guest pathways to avoid fireworks. Instead, they went with the cheap route, but there was at one point a plan to do really highly detailed buildings that you would walk through. There would be additional shops, additional restaurants, and stuff like that. Boom, I would do that. That would be next on the list. Make that something really cool for guests to walk through instead of like a awkward backstage area. Next thing I want to do is, and this is something I've wanted to do for a very long time. I storyboarded it for years and years and years. And now Disney World's actually doing it, is they're making a Villains Land. So the Villains Land idea that I have at Disneyland would go where the Fantasyland theater is now. And what we would do is we'd build like massive, like fake pine trees, like really cool, tall pine trees. And it would be like a spooky land with a roller coaster. And it would take up that little section over by the Fantasyland theater, which I think would be super cool. Be super cool. I had a much larger design back in my day. I had a really cool design for one at Disney World. It was where the submarine lagoon was. It was pre-Fantasyland renovation. So like Fantasyland went through like a huge renovation in the like 2010, maybe 2011, somewhere around there. Disney World went through a massive renovation, but that area where they built Mermaid and where they built Seven Dwarfs, that's where I was going to put my Villains Land. And it was going to have this really cool lead up, right? Because you were going to have the evil castle and you were going to have the hero castle. And if you looked in a certain way down Main Street, you'd see Cinderella's, and then off in the distance, you could just see the black spires of Evil Castle. And it would have been so cool. And there would have been like a giant forest that you had to like go through. And you start out with kind of like normal trees, like the pathway, think of like Galaxy's Edge tunnels. You kind of see like cool, kind of like foresty, and then the forest starts to turn. The trees become a little bit more distorted, a little bit weird looking and stuff. And you're like, ooh, we're entering the corrupted lands of the villains. That would have been so cool. There we are. Boom. Bam. Star Wars. Yes. What do I do for Star Wars? Star Wars, the first thing I would do was make a power chart. What is a power chart, Scar? That sounds really lame. Well, let me tell you. A power chart determines the power of how powerful a lightsaber is. And what a lightsaber does to the human body. So power chart says if you get stabbed by the lightsaber, you die. There's something called consequences. So the password to get into this chart is Qui-Gon, if you wanted to know. It's just Qui-Gon. You just type Qui-Gon, and you can all view this chart, by the way. So that's a big one. Is this chart is to determine the power of what a lightsaber does, what a blaster does, so there is consistency across the series. Would you like to co-sign me on this? They're you know what? I'm gonna be generous. I'm gonna give them a 10% variability. So sometimes maybe the lightsaber misses every body part that it went through. Maybe, just maybe there's like a flesh wound on the side. Maybe like a little flesh wound. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, there could be some variation. It's not that every blaster will kill you immediately, but there needs to be a consistent, like, if this happens, if you do this and this in this movie, but then you do this and this in the show, like, everyone's fine. Everyone's chill. Everyone's chill. You know? It's like, oh, they're perfectly fine. So that just creates a better world for world building, because now you have a consistent way of knowing when I'm writing a show or a movie, I can refer back to this document on how these specific things work. It's a lot like the emergency medical preparedness document on the ISS. Tooth gets pulled out, stuff gauze, warning, do not return tooth to socket, you know? So when if you bring a writer in that's maybe not super familiar with Star Wars, they can look at said document and be like, okay, that's how powerful a force push is. That's how powerful a lightsaber is. So that just helps the writers know what to do. And it's like the same thing on the medical guide on the ISS, that if person does this happens to them, you do this, this, and this. And it works out really well. So, yeah, I did watch Scott Manley's video.
Unsweetened Lemons Cheer 500 Hello Scar. I got my shirts yesterday and I love them. I'm wearing the Scarfari Burger shirt to the aquarium today to a...
Oh, awesome. Well, have fun at the aquarium. Aquarium today to escort the dominance over the fish. That's so funny. To assert my dominance over the fish. Dude, if you see a dolphin, you go like this. Oh, I was hoping I had a logo on my shirt. Oh, it's way less fun if there's no logo.
500R. Since we're on the Star Wars topic anyway, can I ask again, where would you recommend a new watcher start?
A new watcher starts. I don't recommend you getting crazy. A lot of times, a hardcore Star Wars person is going to be like, I don't know, I'm trying to think. They're going to say like, oh, you got to watch this, and you got to watch the show, and you got to da-da-da-da-da. No, I want you to start simple. I want you to start with the original trilogy. So that, I know it's going to get complicated, but bear with me here. George was a complicated man. You're going to start with episode 4, 5, and 6. Wait, no, I'm mixing it up. Sorry. Wait, no, that is right. Yeah. Scar, use simple words. This is kindergarten level numbers. So start with 4, 5, and 6, and then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4, 5, and 6, and then 1, 2, 3. I don't know how I mixed up kindergarten level numbers. Actually, I'm going to say it's probably preschool level numbers. So 4, 5, and 6, and then do 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's where I want you to start with your Star Wars journey. And don't let somebody be like, oh, you got to watch the animated show during it. No, that's just going to complicate things, and then it always turns people off from my experience. If you want to continue your Star Wars journey after you've watched those movies, then yes, then you've got a whole wide world of incredible stuff that you can watch. That is like the Clone Wars animated series is like my peak Star Wars. Rebels is also good. There's so many like incredible things like Rogue One, all that stuff, but I really recommend you watching that order. So 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. But once you do that and you're like, dude, this was amazing, I really enjoyed this, and then there's all sorts of fun stuff. Like I said, Rogue One, Clone Wars, the animated series, Rebels animated series, lots of good stuff.
Love the shopping district. Please rant about force healing.
You guys got me on a roll today. On this document called Qui-Gon, there is a lot of work that's going to be put into what each force power does. And there's always going to be that little variability, right? Because some force users are going to be a little more powerful than others. So it's not like it's black and white, but you are going to have some level of consistency. Like, for instance, if you have 8 lanes in an Olympic-sized swimming pool, some swimmers are going to be slower than others, and that's fine. So there are some force users that are going to be a little more powerful, but it's all kind of, it all flows together, right? There isn't somebody that's so crazy out there doing wild stuff that's like, what game are we even playing now? So, that's what I would do. So that document's very important with that. Very, very important. Now, who was the force healer? Was that Yoda or Baby Yoda? Was he chilling with the force healing? Is he a force healer? Is he a force healer? Was he a force healer? Rey was a force healer? I don't remember that. Was that in Rise of Skywalker? If that was Rise of Skywalker, I've decided to use that portion of my memory to go to other things. I formatted that part of my brain. Yeah, sometimes you gotta format your brain, guys. Gotta put some more important things in there. Dude, I got so bothered today, by the way. There's a quote from Mark Hamill, and he's like, JJ told him that this is like, this annoyed me so much. Apparently JJ told him that he was like, hey, what if Luke did this? Or, you know, what if we get Leia and Han and Luke together, even if it's just like a quick scene of them in like a spaceport, right? Like just a quick scene. And he's like, hey, Mark, the story's not about them anymore, or not about Luke anymore. And it's like, yeah, but there's a caveat to that, pal, is that a lot of people really wanted to see them together after what, like 30 years or something? And you denied that to those people. And okay, now that's unauthorized. This can't, no. That's unauthorized. Anyway, so JJ told him it's not about Luke anymore, and it's
500 also, speaking of Star Wars, my med school sent us a get used to the exam software example, and one of the questions wrote out the
let's see. It wrote out the entire Star Wars plot and then demanded a full analysis. Spoilers. That is so weird. To get used to exam software, what if the questions wrote out the entire... That's wild. I don't know who's doing this. I'm okay with this flower because that flower fits the color. It's scaled really nicely, but this is just garish. Who is out there doing this is gonna... I'm gonna burn their base. Oh. You know, whoever you are, you could put more of those flowers in here. I'd be happy with that. Oh, gross. Anyway, back to what I was saying about Luke. You know, JJ told him that, and it's like, man, sometimes you hear somebody say something, and you're like, bro, what are you even going on about? Because obviously, are they reappearing? Because obviously, the new franchise, how I would have thought about it was, yes, these older characters, your Luke, your Han, your Leia, are important to the story. They're also very important to a lot of people. So the first movie should have relied a lot on them. Like, they should have had a more prominent position. The second movie would have been a large transition to like the new characters, like to make Rey, to make Finn, to make Poe, make these characters rise up. So like you have like a really cool, nice graduation of like, and then by the third movie, like they are the stars, like they've had that time to shine. Like it would have been such like a nice transition. Instead, it's just like dead, you're dumb, and you're incompetent. Is basically how they made those characters. They made them look dumb and incompetent and this and that to prop up the other ones. And it's like, that's just such a bad way of doing it, because people have a lot of love for Leia, Han, and Luke. There's more of them. So what you did was like, you used those characters wisely. Like, yeah, they have a big role in the first one, and then they start to do a transition, and by the third film, those characters have risen up to have their own space. Like, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Because I remember the first thing I saw when I watched Force Awakens was that Rey and Han had like really good chemistry, and then they killed him off. And it was like, man, I would have liked to have seen that duo a little bit longer. That's why I think if they wanted to kill Han, they should have killed him in the next episode, the next film. And that way, like when he died, it was a little bit heavier emotional weight for Rey, who he helped mentor. Maybe he taught her a little bit more about the Falcon over the course of time. Like that would have been really cool. But yeah, they just like boring kill, dead. All right, fine. Do I want it right there? I'm gonna put it here. So yeah, I thought that was just like a weird thing to say. Finn should have been a Jedi, but I guarantee he got sidelined because of China. I mean, yeah, Disney did shrink him in the poster for China. That was a thing. Yeah, that was unfortunate. His character was robbed. So that was very unfortunate. I think Poe's still one of my favorite characters from that series, because I like the fighter pilot type. Like I like the fighter pilot, but then like, yeah, I don't know. It's just sad. But that's why, you know, we have a new beginning to Lucasfilm coming up. Dave Filoni and a person I do not know who it is apparently rumored to take over. And I hope Dave, like I dearly hope with Dave that he learns that God, it sucks, but you've got to kill your characters.
Films for the most part. My issue is at 9 Disney went panic mode after the audience reception.
Yeah, they got rid of Colin Trevorrow, and then they brought old JJ back, and JJ made what he made. And yeah, it was choice. It was a choice. Unfortunately, that choice has dogged this franchise ever since. So I don't know. Hopefully this new movie, the Starfighter movie, hopefully that's good. Hopefully that's good. And Mando and Grogu, I have no idea what that's gonna be. I don't really know what that's gonna be. What do you think about it? Like, do I want this light pole here? Is that gonna mess up my view? My perfect framed view of Wells' base with this tree? Is that light pole gonna ruin the view, guys? Well, the beautiful thing is we can tear it down easy. It's not a complicated light pole design. So let's pop it up. Let's give it a little pop, and then we'll see how it looks. But it might kill the view, honestly. It might kill the view. And I like my view right there. I like my view. There we are. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that does kind of mess with it. That doesn't look good. We're getting rid of it. There we go. There we go. Nice. Okay. Well, where do we put that in the end? Where do we put it? I think we just put it down a couple blocks. Now, these lights are more for decoration and for placemaking to create scale and kind of like pathways. They're not really lighting up the place. They're not doing too much lighting up. So the next one I thought about was putting it there. You know, I might... What would it be if I put it here? I might move that one there. So then that gives me a little bit more runway on that side over there to work on that. I think that might be cool. You just got the weirdest ad ever? Well, now I want to know what it is. Well, now I want to know. You can't just say something was weird and then not say what it was. Like, I want to know. I want to know. You're really leaving me hanging, to be quite honest with you now. Tree lanterns. I like that. That could be kind of cool. Like some lanterns hanging from the tree. That could be kind of cool. Japanese lanterns. Do we have something in the game that would be that? Like what in the game would be that? Okay, good. All right, so we moved that light pole. So that light pole's a little bit in my perfect view, but that's okay. I think that's better. So then let's say we do... I want some consistency with these lights, but I think I'm going to go right here. And that should be just low enough to not intrude all that much on my nice perfect view of Wales' space. I think that'd be good. Scar, what tips could you give for building trees? Pretty much just think of weight. When you're building a tree, think about the weight of the tree and how the tree interacts with the environment around it. Because think about a very windy climate, you'll often see a tree that'll be leaning to one side and then one side of it being very bare. And then you'll see kind of a less windy climate, you'll see trees that kind of growing up in different ways, or maybe a tree kind of moving a little bit more in one direction towards the sun. So think about those when you're designing a tree. Is like, think about the weight of like, can that branch hold the weight of the canopy that it's like, you know, it's holding up. So like, think about the weight, think about those things when you're building. Also think about the golden rule. So golden rule, of course, like look it up. It's probably easier for you to look it up than have me explain it. But in like photography, there's kind of this little swoop like this, and it leads to a little circular. So it's like swoop to a circle. And that's kind of how your eyes transition through a frame. And this tree is designed in that way. It kind of goes swoop and into a circle. So that's how I designed that tree, keeping that in mind. So that's another way to think about it. So there's a lot of different ways you can. Oh yeah, that's fine. That looks perfect. Nice. So there's lots of different ways to go about that. So one thing I want to put as a reminder that just because I designed this tree with that particular ratio, it doesn't mean that's the way you want to make every tree or everything. It's just for this particular case that worked. So like that worked out well. So those are some things. So like a pine tree would be very different, if that makes sense. So I'm actually going to move this over here. I'm like, I'm going to move it here. That's a good spot. That's a good spot right there. Nice. Somebody asked that. I thought this was a good question. It's like, why do Star Wars fans always complain so much? Well, it's really funny. It's funny because Star Wars fans do like complain a lot. But I do think I have an answer to that. A lot of franchises like Star Wars, they have a pretty hardcore following. And one of the reasons that a lot of people gravitate towards, especially these large stories that are very like big in scale and I'm trying to think of the right word, you know, these big giant worlds that you can kind of lose yourself in. And a lot of times these franchises that are like big and you lose yourself in these worlds, they often attract people that maybe need an escape from the real world. And by doing that, they kind of can escape into that world a little bit. They might be having like difficult times in their lives, and this is just one component of many components that makes people enjoy these things. But this is one, and often like they become incredibly attached to the characters that maybe help them in like a difficult time. So that's a component, and often when those characters are moved into directions that they might not like or disagree with them, they can kind of be like, ah, right? They can kind of and get a little mad. So that's one component. A lot of people find these worlds to also be incredibly intricate and all the detail, and they love the lore and figuring out how all the worlds work or the characters work and how the rules of this universe function. And when some creator within that space kind of goes outside of the rules that have been kind of set for a number of years or time that this franchise has been existing, that they can kind of go, you're outside of the rules, because this person might be taking a little bit of creative liberties and kind of going in their own direction. And so you can kind of see a little bit of the perspective of where sometimes people in franchises, Star Wars or other franchises, can get like a little like if you're you know, you made somebody like a different power level, you're changing the rules of that world, that often makes people get a little annoyed. And I mean, it's understandable, and also people can also take it too far. So it's kind of like it can go a little bit both ways. I think when Star Wars comes, like, I know some people say you have to be like an ultra fan to create Star Wars. I don't think you have to be an ultra fan, but you have to be for any franchise that has a very loyal fan base, especially a fan base that's been established for many, 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 many years or even decades and decades. You have to respect what came before and know that you are a caretaker of this franchise, and your actions have consequences within this universe's rules.
For in the Star Wars universe, or vice versa, who would it be?
Say, if there was one Star Trek character you could write an equivalent for right into Star Wars universe, I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know, chat. Help me. Help me think of something. Help me think of a character. Boba Fett for Star Trek. I mean, that would actually fit. Yeah, I could see that. Stitch, yeah, get that out of here. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Stitch. Oh, we need to finish this road. When I was building it, I should have kind of zigged when I should have zagged, and I should have actually brought this out a little bit more straight. Instead, I brought it out a little too far, and then I got annoyed, and it was like 1 a.m., and I'm like, I'm done. So I'm going to fix that. I'm going to fix that road and attach that to Wells's Bridge. I just need to fix that. But yeah, for sure, I don't like the mentality that you have to be an ultra fan to create. You just have to respect what came before and respect the universe's rules, and know that you can't change the physics of the world. And that's how I see that. Because you can often get good perspective from somebody who is not like a super fan and is learning. They might actually see something in an interesting light and bring a little fresh air. Or it could be disastrous. It could literally be the most disastrous thing ever if they don't respect and or follow like the physics of the world. Because I think Tony Gilroy, I know some people say it wasn't super Star Warsy, but I think he did a good job in the end. I think he tied together Andor into such a perfect bow that it complements Rogue One and New Hope so well that both of those movies are now better for it. But dude's not a Star Wars fan in the slightest. Dude's not a Star Wars fan at all. I think he made fun of Star Wars. I'm like, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. I liked the first episode of Acolyte was really good. And then they started chanting, and I was like, I'm not a chanter. I don't like chanting. You start chanting, I'm just like, oh, I'm out. I can't do chanting. I just can't do chanting.
Caitlin, did you watch the new Glenn flight back in October? I never heard your opinion on it, and I'm curious if you have one.
Wait, what have I watched? Wait, did you watch New Glenn Flight? Oh, New Glenn, dude, I thought that was like a movie, and I'm like, wow, Glenn, who's Glenn? Was he a flight? Was he a fighter pilot? Was he a pilot? Did he land in the Hudson River? Like, I'm so confused. No, that was a good flight. I missed it. I had to rewatch it. But I'm just glad they got that rocket off the ground. My God, and they landed it. Like, good job, Blue. Good job, Blue, on that one. Yeah, that was exciting. The more the merrier. I'm glad there's some competition out there, or at least there's starting to be more. Because SpaceX broke the monopoly of ULA. Now SpaceX is the monopoly. SpaceX needs competition. So it's good to have these different options. You can't be relying on one company. That's why SpaceX existed, to break up ULA, and now SpaceX is ULA in a lot of ways. So it is good that there's competition out there. That makes for a healthier space industry. Now Blue stole ULA CEO. Do you think he got to bring the hard hat cowboy hat? Okay, for people who don't realize, I'm getting real nerdy today. Today's been a real nerdy day. So the CEO of ULA, United Launch Alliance, so that's a space company. They launched a new Vulcan rocket, and they had the that orange rocket that was super cool looking, that had the big flame that came out the bottom. The Delta 5 Heavy, whatever it was called, something like that. Anyway, the CEO had a hard hat, but it was a cowboy hat. And I'm just wondering, when he left ULA to go to Blue, I'm just curious if he brought that hat with him. I'm very curious if he brought that with him. So yeah, I love that hat. I want that hat. Like, I'm not making fun of it, guys. I'm kind of jealous of that cowboy hat. That thing's pretty cool. A hard hat that's a cowboy hat? Like, come on. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. He definitely kept the hat. Could you imagine? You know how, like, when you leave a company and they're like, you take nothing. And, like, somebody from ULA is like, sure, mister, we need to have the hard hat back. That's company property, sir. But yeah, I am. It did take. Oh, well, that's the wrong block. It did take ULA, or not ULA. It did take Blue a little while to get there, but I'm curious to see what they do with Glenn, because there was a rumor that they're already starting on working like on alterations to it to like start stretching it. And I do think they even mentioned at one point that they were considering making a crew version of it. I don't know if that ever saw the light of day or not, or if there's like a use case for it yet. Probably not, honestly. But did you see that poor astronaut, by the way, up in the old spacey station that's sick, which is sad. Hopefully they're okay. So I watched that press conference with the NASA folk, and they're being super cagey, obviously, for like the person's privacy, but they didn't sound like they were doing super good. And to bring back a crew early, that's an unprecedented step that's never happened in the operations of the ISS, as far as I know. I think that has happened on some of the Russian space stations, right? I think so. So yeah, hopefully that astronaut's okay. It sounds like it's either either the two Americans. I think if it was either the Japanese astronaut or the cosmonaut, I think those countries would have been more involved. So yeah, it's one of the Americans. Hopefully they're okay. It happened to the Russians in the 80s, but we didn't learn about it until later. Oh, that's right. That's from the Scott Manley video. That's right. I watched that video. I completely forgot. That's the guy that, dude, Scott Manley said during that incident that they brought a psychic in to try to heal him from the ground. And apparently he was belligerent because he didn't believe it. Which I don't blame him. Dude, I wonder if there's like a recorded audio of like a psychic on the ground transmitting to cosmonaut up in space, being like, calm yourself. Feel the forces of the gravity of Earth. The soul of Earth is below you, healing your inner core. Dude, that would been so funny. Could you imagine like this kind of like, I don't know, I just picture like a really like stern Russian guy like, I don't believe this nonsense.
Dana Darnali, I cheer 500. You know so much about so many things.
I don't.
And honestly, it's just so cool and so warm and comforting to see.
I don't know anything. The older you get, my friend, the more you realize the least you know. But I really appreciate the nice comment. I really do. Thank you. But that is a thing you will learn. When you are young, you feel you are an invincible creature and you know everything. The older you get, the more you realize how fragile life is and how little you actually know. What's my opinion on the test track update? I think they did a smashing job on the test track update. I think they did a fantastic update. Very good update. Solid update. I think there are people at Imagineering that are just killing it. And I think there is some bad executives that sometimes give these guys bad ideas and directions, which is unfortunate. Because there's a Wall Street Journal article that I have not had a chance to read yet, but the prior head of Imagineering, and this was just a quote, so I gotta make sure I read the article because I don't want to like misquote him, but it was something along the lines of when we had our all hands on deck meeting, the Imagineers would often ask for like, when are we going to make an original attraction again? And me just hearing that there are the rank and file Imagineers who want to see original attractions and not everything being IP based brought warmth to my heart.
I'm in my late 30s, but still, listening to you ramble about stuff is just really nice. I have a wandering
curiosity too, and it's nice to see it indulged. I'm very curious. I'm always interested in learning stuff. I am by no means an expert of anything, but I enjoy learning. And I would like to learn more about this psychic and this Russian guy who is very belligerent. Any thoughts on competing theme parks, like say like a Universal Disney? As far as I know, that Universal and Disney are kind of like tacitly compete. Like they kind of see each other as like one does something that will probably just bring more people to Orlando that'll help me too. But apparently things go down in Japan. So Disneyland in Japan is not run by the Disney company. It's run by the OLC, the Orlando Land Company, who actually owns it and licenses the Disney properties, right? But apparently Universal and they're almost like a duopoly, exactly, in the United States. But apparently they're kind of like, this is what I've heard.
Dana Darnali, I cheer 500. Fun fact.
Oh, a fun
My
fact.
uncle is one of the people who originally worked on Test Track.
Oh, that's cool.
Imagineer. He was part of the...
Let's see. He was part of the car company organizing. Oh, so he worked for General Motors. That's awesome. Did we decide, by the way, guys, what we're going to do? We're going to do big lights. So we need a poll here. Don't respond yet. So are we going to do big lights? So these are the big lights. Or little lights. So big lights, little lights. Are we going to do big lights, yes, or big lights, no, on these spots right here? Big lights, little lights. Big lights, little lights. Both? Can't do both. Can't do both. I'm seeing a lot of interest in big lights. I'm curious. Wonderful mods. Can we have a poll? Because sometimes I see... Oh, they're faster than I can put it up. All right, I'm going to vote, but I'm not going to tell you which one I'm going to vote for. Oh my gosh! Guys, size doesn't always matter. Big is going huge. It's at 83%. It's 83. Okay, 81. Oh, guys, small is coming back with a vengeance, Bruce Willis style. Oh my God. Okay, it's 77%. Small, they're coming back. Okay, all right. I do think you guys want the big one. Okay.
Samwise_954 cheer 500 high scar.
Hello there.
Listening to your streams has gotten me through a lot of chaos lately. Thank you.
Oh, I appreciate that. I've always said this before. It's reciprocal. Like, when life is the craziest, I'm always very like happy to disappear within my streams or my videos. So it's a nice little ecosystem of helping each other all out, which is nice. That's what I love about like this. It's calm, and we can kind of distract ourselves so we can rest our weary minds for the fight the next day. By the way, I got the books, guys. So Dungeon Master. So I got that one, and then I got this one, Player's Guide, and I haven't read them yet because I've been doing infrastructure. But these are really cool books, like, you know, cool artwork and everything, and lots of like world building stuff, which is one of my absolute favorite things. Because that's what attracts me to like Star Wars and all these different properties, is like, I love universes. I love cool universes that are well thought out, well designed, that you kind of lose yourself in. And when we talked earlier about like people that are going through hard times, like Star Wars and Star Trek and all of these different things always were wonderful for me. Like, especially when I was sick. I loved them as a kid. Like, I love the worlds, and they just seem so fun. And then when I got sick, I especially loved them as there was like a place to kind of like lose yourself in. But guys, so speaking of the dungeons and the whatnots, I've got 2 character ideas for my character. They're definitely variations of characters I've had in like a Hermitcraft-ish scenarios. That I just want to see like built out to be more real, to be more like flushed out. But I'm asking you, without me saying what I'm thinking, I want to know from you what kind of characters, powers, weapons, whatever it is. Like, give me some ideas in the chat. Because I do have 2 kind of solid ideas, but I do want to hear from what you guys have in your head of like what I could do. When we do our character creation, I have a short that I want to play.
The love of universes is completely relatable. My universe of choice was Discworld when I got sick.
Discworld? What's Discworld? I am unfamiliar with this Discworld. I don't know why I got Borat-y there. What was that voice that I just came out of my mouth? My wife. I need to know what this Discworld is. I want to know.
Cadbuck Gaming, since we were talking fun facts to learn, did you know the theme from Mortal Kombat is based on a Scandinavian church song? It's a Finnish hymn.
Wait, was this a joke or is this for real? Scandinavian church song, it's Finnish hymn. Oh, really? That is a fun fact. I enjoy good fun facts. Thank you, Kaz. That's very interesting. So it was Finnish, you say? Or Scandinavian? Oh, Scandinavian.
I Cheer 500 Discworld is a long-running book series that comments a lot on the ways life is imperfect by a man who felt it should be better.
Interesting. I'll have to look that up. So, man, I don't know. Mortal Kombat, I never quite got into it.
Silver Fox 15987 Cheer 500. I got some bitties to throw out today, so here, have a bit of fun. Smile also.
Oh, thank you, Silver. Good to see you, Silver. Good to see you, Silver. Thank you. So you said it's a Scandinavian song, but I'm trying to think of what is the song for Mortal Kombat. The theme for Mortal Kombat is based on a Scandinavian church song. Interesting. It's a joke? I don't know a lot about Mortal Kombat other than that my brothers cheated.
Mechanics, you absolutely give me a wild magic sorcerer vibe with your little chaotic undercurrent. Cheer 1000.
So that is one of my ideas. I'll spoil a little bit. Why not? I had this idea that I really like the idea of a wizard, but a wizard that nobody knows if it's true or not, that the wizard can do magic or not.
An immortal detective trying to prove if magic is real or not. Cheer 500.
Interesting.
Snorlax Cheer 500. Discworld is the universe created by Terry Pratchett and his largest body of work.
I feel like I heard that name before, the
Amazing man.
Terry Pitchett. Interesting. But that's one character. It's one of many that I have in my head. But okay, so I'll spoil another bit. So there's a really cool clip of Gene Wilder talking about how he developed the character that is Willy Wonka.
To tell you, we used to keep your streams on for our dog when she was a puppy, and she still comes over to watch when she hears your voice.
That's so funny. Is Pearl still on? Dang it. Dang it. I needed more lamps. I needed more lamps. Pearl, you're my only hope. You're my only hope, Pearl. So there's a really good quote of Gene Wilder talking about Willy Wonka and kind of creating this like air of mystery that you don't really know if he's telling the truth. Is he magic? Is he not? Like, what is he? And it's the same as like the character from Wizard of Oz. Like, I like that character. It's just interesting. You never quite know what this character is capable of. So that's one character. Like, I like that. There's got to be like a cool archery, Hawkeye adjacent, elfy, cookie wielding thing. You know, there's got to be some fun stuff. I do want to play off some of my Hermitcraft characters.
Artificer. You could build your own weapons, including something like a lightsaber. And you also do magic. Cheer Forced Shadow Cheer 500.
I do think we want to keep it like I don't think it I think when we talked about it, we didn't want to like, there were specific rules that we were gonna like follow, the kind of, not like, you know, there isn't like somebody with like a bow or a light. I think we wanted to keep it somewhat like in a universe, I think. But Pixel is so good with this, Pixel Rift, so I couldn't be any happier with the way Pixel is doing this.
We have cats and chickens, and both like hanging out when I have a streamer on. Congrats, your little G the cat's favorite, it seems.
That's so funny. That's so funny. I love how when pets just start watching the stream. You know, Finny, also, he's been in big trouble that I've only been calling him the boy. Finny got me so upset that I started saying, "Hi, Katie." "Hello, boy." Just like, I wouldn't call him his name. I just call him, "Where's the boy cat?" He made me so mad. He made me so mad. I lost at least 3 hours of my time lapse because he pulled the plug on my computer.
So much trouble reading Discworld in class. The stories are good praxis and they're so funny.
I gotta check out this Discworld. This sounds intriguing. This sounds intriguing. I am in need of a book. I am in need of a book. But yeah, I lost I think it's around 3 hours of footage of the, like, from the time lapse. I think it came together okay, but there was a couple areas that are just completely not there.
I drew a sticker of you and I had a bunch, so I gave them out to random people. I made one new friend and learned that a family member also likes.
Let's see. A family member also likes Hermitcraft. Thanks for being so awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for that nice comment. And that's very nice of you to hand out stickers and stuff like that. That's very nice. Stickers frustrate me so bad because at TwitchCon, I left my sticker bag at the Minecraft table, and Anthony's like, no problem.
Have you seen the upcoming Minecraft snapshot? They added a baby jelly cat Cheer 500.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
As an artist, I purchased a D&D book called The Crooked Moon for inspiration. From what I've seen, you might find some more unique items and classes for your
wizard. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'll look that up too. And then, yeah, I do want to talk about that snapshot. But the stickers, Anthony was like, "Oh, no worries, I'll bring your stickers over," and he did.
I recommend starting with guards.
And he did.
There's a whole universe of main characters, which each have Scar. There is a D.
The messages are overlapping. But yeah, he brought it over to the meet and greet area, and the meet and greet people didn't bring my stickers back to me, and they threw it away. And that was $300 of stickers. Anthony was so nice to bring them over there too, and then they threw them away. And it was $300 of stickers.
Chirp Trip Cheer 500. All this D&D talk makes me want to do another session with my brother's group. I'm playing a druid circle of spores human.
I'm warding my stickers. Well, I bought a lot of stickers, and I bought the good kind too. I wasn't gonna cheap out, you know. I was gonna get you the good stuff. I got the good stuff, the thick stuff, you know, the stuff that's gonna, you know, not wear out, you know, like the sticker that I got is on the back of my phone, right? It's still, this is the scarred like forest. This thing has been through a lot, like it's, you know, like hitting tables and smashing. Sticker's perfect. So I got the good stuff. I got the good stuff. $300 of stickers. And they threw them away. They threw them away. And they threw them away. So very few people got the like the Scar cowboy hat sticker, and a few of them, like the trucker logo, kind of like all that stuff. Very few people got those. That's a common story at Twitch. Oh God. If only you knew.
Aloran and cheer 500 in D&D. You can play an arcane archer, which can do some fancy archery tricks.
Why do I keep getting hurt every time I go up that water column now? Every time I go up that water column, I get hurt now. It's so weird. Yeah, I'm excited about the D and the D. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. Nice little change up and something outside of my like comfort zone, which is a big part of this year, is to like do different stuff. And I think this fits that really, really well. And it seems like people really like it. Like I never really had anybody to like play it with, so I never got into it. But it seems like people really, really enjoy this. So I think it sounds like people are excited for this series. Now I think they call it a one shot, just like a one shot. So we're doing that the first one to kind of get a feel for it. But Pixel is working on like broader like ideas of doing like large scale campaigns. We're also thinking about having like cool custom graphics for the screen. And yeah, I think it'd be cool. We're kind of treating this a lot like Rivals at TwitchCon San Diego. We're all in. We're all in. We're all in. So yeah, we're gonna make it actually good. So that's fun. We're all in. We're all in. Oh, hey, Hightail comes out this week. Hightail comes out. What are we feeling? How are we feeling? How are we feeling about Hightail? Will it be in person? No, I wish I could. I wish I could go to the UK. I wish Greg could come here, but no, it'll be, you know, on stream with us with our cameras all on. Hightail is still a thing. Hightail, my friend, is coming out this week. And I'm just curious, like, how we feeling? Maybe we need a poll. Maybe we need a poll. Like, hype? I don't know. What's something in the middle or not? Don't care. I want to know, like, excited and biblical. Is that a word? Yeah, it's a word, but I think I butchered the word. It's all right. Sometimes it's nice to butcher a word. Keeps things fresh. But yeah, I'm curious where you guys are, how you guys are feeling. Indifferent? That's ambivalent? I think I like my word better. I like my butchered word better. So yeah, I'm curious where you guys are. I'm curious where you guys are on it. Okay, sweet. That's probably enough. That's probably enough bricks. Then I'll pop down to the old mossy farm and grab some bushes. I'm just curious how it's gonna do. I hope, you know, I want it to do good. I don't want it to do bad. I'm just curious where people are. Excitement. Dear. Got a bit of a problem here. Oh dear. Oh dear. Let's fix this up. What's Hightail? Hightail is a game developed by the guys who run the Hypixel server. And it's a game that's been long in development. It's had kind of a troubled development. And recently, Riot, if I'm not mistaken, ended the project. And the original guys decided to rebuy it back and are releasing it finally after all these years. I think that's the lore. I think that's the lore. I'm looking for bushes. I'm here for bushes, but I cannot find the bushes that I desire. I got a lot of moss, by the way, here, but I know I have a bush chest.
Dana Darnali, because my message got swallowed. If you want to read Discworld, I recommend starting with Guards.
Guards.
There's a dragon. Cheer fire.
Okay, so start with guards. Okay, I will look that up after the stream. Where's my bushes? Where's my bushes? Guys, my bushes. I need my bushes. I need my bushes, guys.
Hondo text, can we get those lost sticker designs on the store?
Can we get
Also, could the stickers be sold in a sturdier material? The vinyl tears easily and I've also...
Let's see, can we get the stickers on the store? Also, could the stickers be sold in a sturdier material? The vinyl tears easily. Really? They teared easily? Hey, I beat the heck out of this thing and it hasn't. It's as sturdy as ever. Interesting. Yeah, my experience with them is like super sturdy. Like I'm banging this thing left and right, you know? All right, I don't have anything I need and I'm panicking. I want my bushes. Dude, where did my bushes go? I had a whole chest of bushes. Okay, I need the flowering azalea. There's flowering azaleas. Okay, we're getting them. Come on, flowering. I believe in you. I need you. You're my only hope. It's not producing a lot of flowering azaleas, I'll tell you that. I'm hoping. Here's hoping. Nope. That's as much as we need. That's as much as we need. Let's see. Vinyl stickers are really thin. Interesting. Yeah, I've really messed with my stickers to make sure that they're sticky. Because I know what you mean. There are stickers that are rather thin.
Scar.
Why does it always scare me? Oh my god. Hi, Cub.
Hey. Hey, I got something I want to try with you. If you're good.
Okay. All right. What's going on? What do you got?
I'm gonna set it up. There's a little bit of setup involved here. Hang on.
I love a setup.
There we go. There's a 9 here. Let me set up this beacon here real quick. This seems like it's about 9, don't you think? 9 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 9. Okay, cool.
Unauthorized. Unauthorized pop-up in a wrong pop-up location. So what's this, Cub? Are you making a beacon?
Try something with the spears. Yeah. Here, take some iron.
Yeah. Give me a stack. Help out. All right.
I'm gonna try something with the spears. I want to see if we get a speed beacon.
Ooh.
And some soul sand. Do you have special boots? Do you have soul speed boots?
I do.
You do. Nice. Okay, cool. We're gonna do speed.
I'm excited for what we have here.
Okay, and then we're gonna put down a bunch of this here. Take some of this too. Put down. We're gonna make like a rectangle of soul sand.
Any direction or just? Whoa.
Just make it like a long.
Oh my god! What?
Long, like...
Oh jeez.
Yeah. See, there you go. Yeah.
Oh my god, that is really zippy, dude. Whoa, that's a little disorienting.
Yeah, that's what we want though. Shoom.
Whoa.
So now you get out your spear and you charge at each other. Here, get your spear out. Get your spear out.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, it works.
Okay.
Hang on, let me get some armor on. Hang on.
That is so fast. Do we have any more to make it even longer? All my helmets
I
are
can get
broken.
a little bit more, but I don't have that. I don't have too much more. This guy. Yeah, this is what I need. Okay, perfect.
That
All
is
right,
so
first of all,
fun.
we got to be formal about this, guy. You ready? We got to open the games.
Wait, what are we doing?
You hear that?
Oops. Hold on. I was trying to reset this. Hold on. There we go. Okay. All right. What are we doing?
The horn opens the games. All right.
How come I didn't hear?
All right, you
no
get on
horn?
that side. Get on that side.
Did you hear horn? I heard no horn.
Yeah, I heard a horn. Yeah.
Give me another horn hit.
It's going. It's playing now. It's playing now. All right, it's done.
Why can I not hear that?
This is just a vanilla one too. This is just
Yeah,
a
but I
vanilla
heard
horn.
nothing. The chat's like, dude, we heard it, and like,
Oh. Oh, you can't hear it. The chat can hear it. You can't hear
weird.
it. It's weird.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Do you
Three.
just like point or do you lunge?
You point. You point.
So point. Oh, point is right click. Okay.
Right click.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Count us down.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, wait, hold on. Redo. I wanted to get a
should make this-
flashback of this. I think it'll look
Hang on.
cool.
Let's make this a little bit longer.
Yeah.
As well.
I wonder if I have any extra over my base.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. Just, I think too wide is probably good.
Yeah. Oh, wrong side. There we go. Okay. All right. This will be quick. All right. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna cook. We're gonna cook.
Are you ready?
Wow, I keep running out of food really fast. I'm ready.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, charge.
Oh my gosh. All right, we gotta do that again. Let me heal up a little bit. All
All right. Yep.
I mean, that's gotta add more, like, that's gotta add more, right?
I think so. It seems like we're going like really fast when we're moving, so.
Yeah, it's gotta increase the damage, I would imagine. Okay. Okay, here we go.
All right, you ready? You count us in.
1, 2, 3, joust!
Nice.
Man, you knocked
That's
me
good.
down to, let's see, 2.5 hearts or 3 now.
Yeah, I got down to like half health. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you
And that's
got
with-
a
that's
chest plate
with
too.
Full chest plate. Yeah.
Dang.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty good.
Wait, chat chat says, could you do speed potions too, or would the beacon?
No, it's the same. Beacon is the speed potion.
it would be okay. Yeah, I was curious.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I can't blow up our new roads.
Are they saying replace the roads with all these? It's all soul sand.
No, they want to put a TNT block on the other end and then run into it.
Oh yeah. We should try that. Yeah. Let's do it.
I
You got TNT?
feel like we have to do that. Okay, let me see if I have some TNT left over.
Hang on. I got obsidian. So if we hit.
All right, yeah,
You
let me
put an
go and see
obsidian?
if I have some. I know I've got some TNT in here. Guys, when it's TNT, you just gotta try, We'll angle it to a spot. I don't know why I didn't take damage that time, surprisingly. I was gonna say I'm gonna take damage and I didn't. I don't know why I keep taking damage in that water column. Oh boy, that's not enough TNT. That's enough TNT for the life series. Could make a little something happen on there, but oh, and I've given all my sand to Skizzly Wizzlin. Oh, nope, here it is. Nailed it. Nice. Oh.
It's close. That was close. I just saw a winged man coming at me from the periphery.
So I assume here that we're going to have to
I think this will work. Yeah, this should work.
Okay, so if so, somebody's gonna have to figure out like as the person's traveling down, when to click the button. But I don't think you have to time it all that closely. As long as it's just in its pre-detonation phase, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay. Do you have a button? Let me grab a button.
Yes. Oh, did I pick up your ender chest or something? I got 2 ender chests here for some reason.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I'll give you one just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a button.
Nice. Okay. Contestants, get to your positions.
Okay, let me.
Skiz's shop is safe, guys.
All right. Do you want here? How about you hit it? I'll press the button and you hit it. Like
Okay.
into the obsidian.
And now it's the it's the lunge, so it's the left click. Okay. All right.
You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right. You tell me when you're going. Oh yeah.
But I don't know. Like we made the little backer, but do you think it went It would have went like further than just like hitting it in a stationary position?
Maybe you should try it without. Well, then it would destroy this stuff. Maybe. But
There's a beautiful
it seemed
tree.
like it was pretty. It was pretty well hit, I thought.
Yeah, I know when we did the donkeys, it did go further.
Did it? Okay. So it probably does go a little further, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Man, this thing is so fun being fast. Now I wish that this was in the shopping district, like this was our roads. I should have made the roads half slabs and then this was the road.
Oh, like underneath.
Yeah.
That could have been cool. I think the roads are good now, though.
What do you think of the pine trees, Cub? Look at the pine trees. Yeah, pine trees.
They look great. I think.
Infrastructure, Cub. Infrastructure.
We got so much infrastructure, man.
What other infrastructure do we need?
We need
Jim's
more. We
working
need
on
better
the-
paths.
Jim's working on the hub. You've got the
Need
end
some
looking
bridges.
good.
Yeah, there's still bridges need to be done. What about sky infrastructure? Like Momo's got these birds over here. We could use some more wildlife infrastructure.
That's a good idea. That's a good one.
Like a little deer in the forest, abominable snowman on top of the mountain over here, stuff like that.
I like that. I like the abominable snowman idea.
I think
Did you, Cub, are you excited for Superior Moss, by the way?
I saw this. Yeah, I saw this with the hard to read signs. Yeah.
Well, it's a genius marketing tactic to encourage people to come and look at it.
Yeah.
Because you're now
Yeah.
you can't see what it is because it's just literally blacked out. So you're like, man, I really got to figure out what this is now. I'm so intrigued to know what Superior Moss Plus is.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a good
Because
marketing
it's not
technique, yeah.
just free, Cub. It's free plus.
Let's go. We pay you to take it off our hands.
It's coming
love the
soon.
idea.
Coming soon.
Fantastic idea. I'm looking forward to it.
It's coming soon.
I'll be a customer because then I buy all the moss.
Uh-huh.
Then I have all the moss. 'cause I get free moss and the moss plus. So I get diamonds.
You could try
and I can jack up the price.
on top of the soul sand.
Is that
Yeah.
is that not what?
Well,
That's a viable thing.
I just don't know if that's in the spirit of the moss.
Hmm.
Now, Cub, are you a man of industry?
Of course.
A man destined for greatness?
Absolutely.
Ah, I like this. I'm collecting people. I currently have a delightful firefighter that has bad hours, and I've got a sheriff who is all bark no bite. But I could use a man that actually knows what he's doing with redstone.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Can I count you in for some future projects here in the shopping district? They're
As
fun.
long as I can have a fancy title. Fancy title like Master of Industry. or
I
something
like that. That's, dude, when you see somebody like that, I feel like you need a mustache and a top hat.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
Can I have cufflinks?
Of course.
Okay. Then I'm in. I'm in.
A man with cufflinks. You gotta watch out for a man with cufflinks.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had cufflinks?
Oh yeah, fancy diamond cufflinks.
Really?
Yeah, big fan.
I've never had cufflinks.
Got some golden cufflinks one time.
Like in real life, have you ever had a shirt that had cufflinks?
Yeah, yeah.
Really? Oh
cufflinks.
yeah, I've never had it.
Not golden or diamond
golden.
in real life, but you know, just regular cufflinks.
Yeah. But I've never had cufflinks before.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's highly recommend. Have you never had one? Never
No.
Had one that had cufflinks.
No.
Never a cufflink fan. Okay.
No, I feel like I'm missing out in life. I haven't had cufflinks.
Yeah, you gotta get those cufflinks, man.
We got to be fancier in life, you know? Everybody's running around in their pajamas. We got to bring the cufflinks back.
Right?
Got to bring the cufflinks back. But I mean, a man of your stature, though, it's always running into celebrities and high-profile people. This is a man who has cufflinks.
Man, when I met Bill Clinton, I was in like a Chicago Bulls Michael Jordan jersey, man. It was nothing special.
What about when you met
Nothing
Obama?
special.
What were you wearing then?
Dude, I was wearing like a ragtag, probably like some type of band t-shirt.
Still got a
No,
band
I was
t-shirt.
sweaty, sandy.
Sandy?
Yeah, sandy. I was filling sandbags, man. Doing my civic duty.
Oh, that's right. You were helping with the phone. That's right. I was like, where's the beach? And
yeah, he was at the beach and he just came down and say hey, you know.
that's fine. Yeah, you're just all lounging at the beach together. Martha's Vineyard. That's so funny. Oh, God. I was in a Chicago Bulls shirt.
It was, dude. It was the like 2000. It was yeah.
Now you said
That was the
band
thing.
shirt. Cup, were you in a band?
No, I wasn't in a band.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, like, does Cub know an instrument or something?
It was probably like a like Metallica or AC/DC, just a generic
I gotcha.
off the rack shirt of some big band. You know.
I never learned an instrument. I wish I did.
Neither did I. Yeah.
I want to learn
Not
the
too late.
piano.
Not too late.
I feel like if you dedicate yourself, yeah, I know, like, obviously, like, stuff like that is easier when you're younger, but I still feel like if you dedicate yourself, you try, you put in the effort.
I think so. Yeah.
I feel like my
What
brain
would you
hasn't
go-
turned 100% into stone yet.
What would your go-to instrument be, Scar?
Oh,
If you were going to learn one.
I
what would
think
you
it's the
learn?
piano. I think I could do the piano.
I think I agree. I would go piano too.
Yeah, I think I could do that. Nothing with air. I can't, like, I wouldn't be good with the air instruments.
That's fair.
Yeah, but I think I could do the piano. Well, I don't know if I could do
Piano?
it well, but I would at least, put in effort.
How about drums? Could you do drums? You think drums in you? Like, can you?
Man,
You could hit stuff?
I watched Skiz just bang that drum, and I was thinking, dang, that looks hard. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it would wear me out really quickly.
Mhm.
Like, he went to
there's
town
a lot
on
of
that
energy.
bucket, and I'm like, I don't think I could do that.
Mm-hmm. How about what about like strings, like violin, cello? Maybe not cello, maybe like violin.
The
or
cello's
something?
the bigger. This is gonna sound awful.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bigger
yeah.
violin, right?
Yep,
Yeah. Okay.
giant violin.
You can tell I don't know a ton about music. I'm like, the bigger violin. I've always liked the violin. I always thought it looked cool. Like, it's one of the coolest looking instruments.
Yeah, they can do some crazy sounds with it too. Like,
Yeah, they get there. They're just,
Yep.
It always looked cool, the violin.
It looks very fancy. Like it's like a fancy thing, right? Where you have it like underneath your chin, you pin it there, and then you have your arm out, and you're just no.
Exactly. And have you ever been threatened by an oboe before?
No, I can't say I have.
I was
you?
threatened once by, a clarinet. That's right. It was a clarinet. I was threatened with a clarinet and told that if I looked back in the back seat of the car where my brother was, who was donned in a marching band outfit with ample lace and frazzle, ruffles, that he would stick the clarinet into my eye and twist it.
Wow, that is incredibly specific and deeply troubling.
Dude, I was just sitting in the front with my mom. We picked up my brother at school, and he was in his his band outfit, and apparently he was being a little self-conscious about it. And I just turn around, and I genuinely was not making fun of him. I just turn around to look back, and then I see him in that outfit, and I did not know he was going to be in it, so I may have had a shocked look as a young lad, and he told me he was going to stick that into my eye and twist it.
Oh, wow.
And when he got home, like, he scared the cats to death. Like, our cats when we were growing up, they freaked out when he came in there with that big hat. You know, that hat's huge. It's like 2 feet tall.
Yeah, that's an intimidating hat. They have a little tassel on it too.
Yeah. And what's the little guy from the Revolutionary War? They usually had the kid out front with the whistle and the drum.
You know
what I'm talking
I can
about?
see who you're talking about. I know, I can see him. I don't know who or what he's called.
I like that little drum. You know, you put it around, you just kind of like, you know, it's funny when you think about that, how silly war is when like everybody's in like frizzly clothes, and then they've got like a guy like literally just making music, just banging a drum out there. It's so silly.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Wells.
What's up? How's it going?
Wells, do you know any instruments?
Wells knows lots of instruments.
Several of them.
Yeah, Wells is a very talented guy.
Favorite
Yeah,
instrument, Wells?
Singing
Drums.
Oh,
Yeah,
drums.
Yeah, drums is my best instrument, and then probably guitar, and then a little bit of piano, unless we're counting singing.
Have
Man
you
of many talents, a Renaissance man.
Something like that.
Have you ever threatened anybody with a reeded instrument?
No, I've never played a reeded instrument or a blowy instrument of any, unless you count like recorder in like first grade.
Okay. Yeah,
Scar,
you gotta get
show-
on that threatening people with a reeded instrument. I've heard it's all the rage these days.
I feel
Scar-
like drumsticks are far more intimidating.
Are they?
Wells, have you seen your bass, Wells, from Scar's vantage point? Scar, have you showed Wells?
I've not showed Wells. Wells.
Oh,
Wells.
you guys got to go over. You guys,
Yeah,
you guys go.
You're talking about the tree that you made specifically to frame out my base?
Chat. Look at this.
talking about
Wells.
the tree
Look
you
at that.
made
Look,
here
like
to-
this
to-
road is dedicated to your base. Like all frame. It's just frames it.
It is beautiful. It's perfect.
Yeah, your base looks so cool.
I was watching your most recent video actually before I logged on. It looks great.
Yeah, I mean, your base is beautiful, and I'm like, I gotta like lead the road towards it. And tomorrow I'll get the road actually attached to your bridge. I zigged a little too far to the right, and then I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna tear this out today. I'll do it tomorrow.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Looks good though.
Got any fun
Gonna have
ideas
to-
for a shop yet, Wells? Got some ideas cooking?
I am. I'm gonna build Wellsmart again.
Ooh. What's gonna be in Wellsmart?
Everything. It's totally not Walmart. It'll be like the one-stop shop for everything. You can come there. Everything that I have a farm for. So you'll be able to get your iron blocks,
Okay.
your pale oak, dark oak, your moss, your just everything that you got a farm for.
So you're telling me I can get some more pale oak?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
What about acacia? How are we feeling about acacia?
Don't have a farm for acacia currently,
Okay,
but they're maybe coming in the future. I might do one for basically everything else except for mangrove.
Okay. Oh yeah. Schizolizian's got the mangrove. Dude, have you seen
Yeah.
his operation out there? That's
I have. I was there when he gave it the initial test run.
yeah. Now, do you have a free pass?
For his farm?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, got
But
you.
he did give me an entire shulker box of the stuff, and I don't plan to use a ton of it this season, so that'll probably be enough to last me for quite a while.
Wow, whole shulker box, dude. That man, if that was last season, dude, that would have been like 64 diamonds or more in there bucks.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I gave him a shulker of pale oak. So in one good deed deserves another sort of thing. He ended up giving
Yeah,
me
exactly.
a shulker box of mangrove once he got his farm up and running.
Yeah, I think I find the pale. Whoa, what in tarnation? You just like flew out of the bed and back into the bed.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, I should test something. Well, Wells, maybe you could help me. Let me test something out. I think I've used all of the pale moss pale moss wood that you gave me.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot, and I think I finally used that entire bag. Don't judge.
As long as you don't just bury it down here and like pretend it doesn't exist, then
Yeah, there's good stuff down here.
Then I won't judge.
There's really good stuff down here, Wells. It's really good stuff.
Just don't like bury it when you're done and then leave everything here.
Okay. All right. Slay me. And all 57 of my levels. Okay. Let's see if this works. Dang it. Okay. So when I told Azuma the coordinates, I told him that I gave him like 3 blocks up because I was hoping like when you respawned in, you would have that little fall feeling of falling the 3 blocks but not taking damage. But I just landed on the ground. So sad.
It looks like it worked though.
It
You spawned
worked
in the right place.
But I had set the spawn like 3 blocks in the air, so like when you spawned, you just like kind of floated down. But maybe there's some like weird technical thing that'll always default to a surface, maybe.
I think that's the case. I think it will always try to default. Like if you're above, if there are no solid blocks between like you and the ground, the highest like Y level or whatever, I think it defaults to putting you on the first available block.
So sad. We can't have fun, Wells.
I know. It's the worst.
There's no fun to be had. Now there's a flower bandit amongst us, Wells. We got to keep an eye out for the flower bandit. Now I do like
flower bandit.
There's a flower bandit. They keep putting unauthorized flowers in the flower beds, but these flowers that they put in, kind of don't mind them actually.
Yeah, they actually kind of fit.
Yeah, but dude, they put red flowers in here and they put a bunch of other stuff. Oh, that flower bandit will pay.
How dare.
Okay, Wells, I've got... Okay, all right. So there's some stream stuff.
Oh, hold on. Let me get my stream actually up and running. Good call. That's probably important.
So there's some stream stuff here. Okay, I found one of the stream things. Okay, one stream thing here. Okay, I found one. There's 2 more things. Wait, oh no, that's not it. I thought that was the sheep. No, that's Etho. Okay. All right, where's the rest of the stuff? Oh dear. I don't know where it is, guys. Is it in the ender chest? No, I have the bunny, I have the chicken, I have the 11 Etho heads.
11 Etho heads?
Don't ask.
What?
Don't
okay,
ask.
I won't.
Okay. Well, all right. That's all right. So we need to put something in here to just. I was so bad at this. We're gonna put this in there because this was what we worked on today. And sheephead. Where's the sheephead? Oh my god. Where's the sheephead?
Oh, apparently today's my Twitch partner anniversary. I didn't even know that.
Guys, that's a chicken, guys. That's not a sheep. That's a chicken. That's a chicken, guys. It's a chicken. I don't know where the book is. I'm looking for the book, chat. Is the book in here? Did I put the book in here? Because I know. Okay, the book's in here. But the sheep head is the real thing I'm looking for. Okay. We're gonna do what we can. We're gonna do what we can do.
Professional.
I knew I would lose this stuff, but I think I've got everything mostly.
Well, you're so organized down here. I don't know how you possibly lost it.
I mean, it's. I'm pretty proud of how organized I am. Look at this. This is cutting edge technology here, Wells. This is cutting edge. Okay, Wells. I may now pass on the bundle of stream. You place an item in the bundle that you find to be appropriate for your stream.
Is in the double chest on the left side near the ender chest,
and you are required to wear this head for the duration of your stream. Wonderful. And a book. And a book.
A book.
You're supposed to write something in it, but
Oh, what's the number? Is that just
I have no
where?
idea.
I guess it was just where you were in the order or something.
You know what? I didn't pay a lot of
Sure.
attention to the book. I'll be quite honest with you.
Except we started at 2. I don't know.
You know,
I don't know what the significance of the numbers are. Oh, I see. It's you're supposed to make a journal entry.
Yeah, it's open for interpretation, really.
Okay.
So I'll let you figure that out. And Wells, I hope you have a good stream. I'm gonna finish up talking to my chat, and we'll send them on over.
Sounds good. Thank you, Scar.
All right, have fun, Wells. All right, so we had a fun rant. I enjoyed our rants today. We had a good rant. Oh, good, done. Evil flowers. Okay, this isn't a bad flower, but it's just in a wrong spot. Anyway, we'll get those last posts down. We are streaming tomorrow 2 hours earlier, and we're going to either work on an additional tunnel going through here, or we're going to start also texturing this area that's not complete. There's also a few bits of road that I want to like adjust slightly, along with connecting the main road to Wells's base. And then we need to continue this road around this corner so it can continue down to Ethos and B-Dubs' base. And yeah, still a little bit more work to do, but yeah, at least we got the light poles done, because the light poles do kind of tie the roads in together. So I think that looks really nice. I'm really happy with that. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed. And we're going to now raid Wells of the Night. A Knight of the Wells realm.